Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's presentation of the Bolt Racing League J&B Modified Touring Series, live here from Bristol Motor Speedway. The good old dirt configuration here, track starting to take some wear already. You see a lot of these guys coming up for some practice laps here tonight. Practice just about to be wrapping up here shortly. Practice finishes up there. Now on to qualifying. Couple guys in a couple different groups here. We may have to do this the old-fashioned way. Okay, what is going on here? All right, looks like Dakota Nichols going to be the first to roll out here. First time he's been back in this league since we switched over to the modifieds here. Dakota wraps up his time there, brings it down onto the pit lane. Next up, going to be the number 44 of Nick Miller. Not a bad first lap there from the number 44 of Nick Miller. 4/10 off of Dakota Nichols' time there on lap number 1. Coming to complete lap number 2 here. And goes a little quicker, just a 10th off. Next up will be the number 5 of Tristan Bear. And that Bear Minimum Paints 213simmer.com machine. Goes third quick on lap number 1 of 3 that have made laps so far. He stays quick on lap number, or stays third quick on lap number 3, excuse me, but does improve his time on lap number 2. Next up, going to be the 418 of Dominic Barouette. Second quick on lap number 1. Less than a 10th off the pole time on lap number 1. Let's see if he improves on lap number 2. Not an improvement there on lap number 2. Stays second quick though. Next up is the number 30 number 30 car of DJ Trout. I'm going to complete lap number 1. Puts it top of the board. And look, good thing he did that, because as soon as he got into turn 1 there on lap number 2, clobbered the outside wall. The top of the board there on lap number 1. Very impressive. Next up will be the number 95 of Spencer Jones. Green flag out there. Lap number 1 going to put him 6th quick. And as he crosses the line there for lap number 2, does not improve in position, but cut the deficit there in half to pole. 3/10 off pole. Next up, we'll be back into group number 1. First up is the number 19 of Byron Jones. Byron Jones, somebody that has not gotten a win yet this season, but he does have a win in his pocket here previously. And just goes to show there his speed here goes top of the board on lap number 1. Lap number 2, not an improvement, but still a really good time there on lap number 1. Next up, going to be the number 07 of Tyler Bickford, our current points leader. Green flag out there on lap number 1. Offs for that top line in 1 and 2. Same in 3 and 4. We'll see if it works for him here. So he comes out of turn number 4 and comes to the line. Third quick. You can see it there, that entire top 5 within 1/10 of a second. Unbelievable. Checkered flag flying here for Tyler Bickford. Top of the board. By a very slim margin there. Next up, going to be the number 28 car of Cody McDonald. Sharp looking new ride there for him this week. We'll see if it brings the speed. Lap number 1 going to slot in 6th, only a 10th off pole. Checkered flag out there. Lap number 2 not going to be an improvement. Stays 6th quick. Next up going to be the number 612 of Ben Long Varenkamp. One of our series regulars here. And green flag going to come out this time for lap number 1 of 2. White flag out there. Lap number 1, going to put him 10th quick. And checkered flies. Lap number 2 is an improvement there. Not quite what he was looking for, I'm sure. Stays 10th quick there, but only 4/10 off pole. Next up, going to be the number 31 of Matt Smith. Also, folks, some quick news. Pacey Wygen wasn't in the session at the start of qualifying, but has joined now. 00 will be on track here for qualifying. But our attention is on that number 31 car of Matt Smith. Throwing it in 3 and 4 there. Coming to the line. Gonna see what the time is here. Top of the board. Still one more shot here in 3 and 4. Not an improvement, but then again, he didn't need it. Top of the board. Next up, going to be that number 924 there of Ben Jolie. We still need to get his numbers fixed in the league, but that's tomorrow's problem. Ben Jolie goes through turns number 3 and 4 onto the front stretch once again to take the white flag in qualifying. Lap number 1, gonna put him third quick. Once again, that entire top 5 now within a tenth again. Checkered flag out here. Lap number 2 puts him top of the board. And Pacey Wygant, who joined a little bit late here, going to be our last car to roll out tonight. And we'll have to refresh our overlays here. And we may be a little delayed getting you times here. White flag gonna fly there. Checkered flag there. Pacey Wygant gonna put it 9th quick in qualifying. Before we get to our heat race action here tonight, gonna take a quick pause second and try to fix our overlays. Stay tuned. Alrighty, there we go. Got our paints fixed. Everybody's looks right now. Overlays should work on Pacey. There we go. Alrighty. Heat number 1, gonna look like this. On the pole, gonna be the number 30 of DJ Trout, and his outside, gonna be the number 07 of Tyler Bickford. Row number 2, gonna be the number 00 of Pacey Wygen, and his outside, the number 418 of Dominic Barouette. Third and final row, going to be the number 612 of Ben Long Varenkamp, and to his outside is the number 5 of Tristan Bear. 6 cars for heat number 1. Some pretty big heats here tonight. We were just shy of the amount of cars we needed for 3 heats. And looks like we may have had a driver miss grid. Unfortunately, Ben Jolly missing the grid here was going to be our pole sitter for heat number 1. Looks like he didn't get onto the grid in time. That'll be pit lane starting here. Unfortunate news for him.
Green flag, green
Probably
flag.
pretty fortunate news for the number 30 DJ Trout as he gets a promotion up to the pole, and green flag gonna fly. Tristan Bear, oh, big contact, 3 wide, 2 deep for a second there. Pacey Wygen slides up to the top, takes over your race lead from the 30 of DJ Trout. 07 of Tyler Bickford got kind of the bad end of the stick there. Falls back to third. Now looks at the bottom of the number 30 of DJ Trout. But Trout now getting ahead of steam on the top line. Trout looks down to the bottom, side by side for your race lead. Not going to have the momentum to pull it off. Tyler Bickford looks to go around his outside now. Oh, 3 wide, getting tight there. A little bit of contact between the 07 and 00. Oh, Bickford got tight there. That's going to let DJ Trout call back up to that top line. Oh, Wygen got tight there. A lot of these drivers having to fight the car, but DJ Trout going to throw it down to the bottom, slide job up to the top, takes away the race lead, at least for the moment. 3 wide down the back stretch, Wygen in the middle, Bickford on the bottom. Bickford slides up in front of the 00. Pacey Wygen still 3 wide momentarily. Now here comes Dominic Barouette, somebody we haven't talked about here in a little bit. Around the outside of the 00, takes away third. But DJ Trout, after pulling that slider and taking away the race lead once again, starting to run away a little bit here. Tyler Bickford says, nah, not so quick. Now Wygen and Barouette going at it here, door to door. Wygen going to go up into the wall. Ben Jolly, after missing the heat, starting to make a little bit of forward progress. But up front, 3 laps to go. Trout starting to pull away here a little bit. Oh, caution flag gonna come out. Number 5 of Tristan Bear there, stopped at the top. We're going to take a look back here and see what happened and what transpired here for the number 5 car. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. That's a weird one. Went kind of straight up into the wall. There may have been a little bit of net code there with the number 90, or 924, excuse me. Oh, and that's what it was. That left front may have broken there, actually. And that just sent the 5 car straight up into the fence. Now, I'm not sure what happened to Dominic Burrouette there. He was running in third. Yeah, that's a weird one. But regardless, going to have a 2-lap shootout here. DJ Trout going to be showing the way on the restart. Single file restart here as we are within 10 to go. Or maybe not. Lights still on the pace car. We got the good old-fashioned short track oval style cautions here where it gives a couple extra laps. And indeed, single file restart here. DJ Trout going to be showing the way on a green-white checker for heat number 1. He fires off, green flag in the air. Immediately back up to that top line. Bickford starting to close in. 1 lap to go here in heat number 1. Wadjet not going away either. Bickford grabs the wall down the backstretch. Not going to have the time to get around the 30 of DJ Trout. Trout will win the heat race here in heat number 1 at Bristol Dirt. Tyler Bickford and Pacey Wygant gonna round out our redraw drivers here in heat number 1. Heat number 2 here gonna look like this. The number 31 of Matt Smith gonna be sitting on the pole. The 19 AZ of Byron Jones gonna be the outside. I believe we have 1 absent car there in row number 2. So the number 44 of Nick Miller going to get a promotion here to inside second row. And to his outside going to be the number 28 of Cody McDonald. And rounding out the field in the third and final row going to be the number 95 of Spencer Jones. Dakota Nichols in the number 12 car, not going to make the call here tonight for heat number 2. Pace truck brings it on the infield, and green flag is in the air. Byron Jones getting a good jump there, but Matt Smith can have the advantage at least through 1 and 2. Pulls up in front of the 19 AZ there down the backstretch. 31 car may have found something there through the middle. Back behind, a little bit of a dogfight here for your final redraw position. Nick Miller has it. Cody McDonald looking down to the bottom there briefly. Not going to have enough to make the move that time by, but as you say that, Byron Jones now starting to close up to the back of the number 31 of Matt Smith for your race lead. Nose to tail here. Jones going to start getting a pretty good run off this top line. Try to go down to the bottom there, could not make it work. Just got inside for a brief moment there, halfway in this one though. Byron Jones down to the bottom. Door to door briefly, but Matt Smith going to power around the outside once again to reclaim your race lead. Same moves there in 1 and 2 that time by. Two to go. White flag out there. Matt Smith still your race leader. Byron Jones running second, waiting for any little slip up to try to get around him. Checkered flag gonna fly. Matt Smith gonna pick up the heat race win in heat number 2. Byron Jones second. And Cody McDonald gonna pick up our third and final redraw spot in this heat. Everybody outside of the redraw will line up how iRacing dictates, but those top 3 in each heat gonna go into the redraw, and their starting positions will be randomized throughout the top 6. But as we move into the warm-up session, that'll give the admins time here to complete the redraw and give our drivers the starting order for tonight. But in the meantime, any drivers here are able to go and turn laps, get some warm-up practice laps in before tonight's 30-lap A main. But as we look high above here at the last great Coliseum, just for a couple years, the last couple years, actually it's been a couple years now since they've done it, but got dirt on the surface, iRacing scanned it, now we have it in here. You can also see here in turn number 1 there, especially, track really starting to take on some wear, especially on the corner entry. Even up almost to the wall now. This is definitely the most wear we've seen on any Bristol dirt race we've had here in the J&B Modified Touring Series. Waiting on word from our admins for tonight's redraw order, or redraw results, excuse me. But so far, surprisingly enough, no drivers out here making laps yet in the warm-up session. All right, redraw order is out. Starting on the pole tonight, gonna be DJ Trout in the number 30 car. Is outside, gonna be the number 19 AZ of Byron Jones. Row number 2, gonna be the number 31 of Matt Smith. Is outside, gonna be the number 07 of Tyler Bickford. Row number 3, gonna be the number 00 of Pacey Wygant. And his outside, gonna be the number 28 of Cody McDonald. Everybody 7th on back, gonna start where iRacing dictates, which will be their heat race finishing position. Heat number 1 on the inside, heat number 2 on the outside. Ooh, and you can see there, especially some of these drivers really fighting how tight the car is. This is an iRacing default setup for this car. But there's always a chance they haven't updated in a little bit, changed something else, and forgot about it. But you see some of these drivers really struggling with it. Just a couple of minutes remaining here in our warm-up session. Then from there, we'll move right on into our 30-lap A-main here tonight. You can really see, especially at 3 and 4, a track starting to take some character. Almost getting a little bit of a whoop section through the corners. Dominic Barrouette also out here for the warm-up session. Your pole sitter DJ Trout out here getting some warm-up laps in. We got a little three-car battle here. 31 of Matt Smith, 00 Pacey Wygent, 612 of Ben Long Varenkamp. All close quarters. Ooh, Wygent getting a little bit of a fender there. This will give you a pretty good idea of what lines are going to be real quick here when we get to feature time here in just a minute. And I'm almost wondering if that bottom might be starting to take a little bit of rubber. Just with how quick that 31 car looks around the bottom. But some of these drivers might know. Rest of us, we won't know until we get out here for the feature. Now your starting lineup for tonight's A main. Pole sitter gonna stay the same. The number 30 of DJ Trout will start on the pole tonight. And his outside will be the number 19 AZ of Byron Jones. Row number 2 going to be the number 31 of Matt Smith. And to his outside going to be the number 07 of Tyler Bickford. Row number 3 going to be the same there. Pacey Wygent in the 00 will be on the bottom. And to his outside going to be the number 28 of Cody McDonald. Row number 4 going to be the number 5 car of Tristan Bayer. And to his outside going to be the number 44 of Nick Smith. Row number 5 going to be the number 924. That is of Ben Jolly. And to his outside, give me the number 95 of Spencer Jones. Row number 6 going to be the number 418 of Dominic Barrouette. And rounding out the field, going to be the number 612 of Ben Long Varenkamp. 12 starters here tonight for our A main. Should be a pretty good feature here tonight. Track has a lot of character in it. Going to be really interesting to see how these drivers work around these conditions. Starter there, giving him the 1 to go signal. Next time by, out of turn number 4. Green flag flies and will be off. Pace car going to make the hard left here. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, it is mod time here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Green flag is out. Immediately 3 wide in action all throughout. DJ Trout going to have the early jump here, and he'll take away the race lead, but Matt Smith looking down to the bottom to try to take it away. Tyler Bickford through the middle, 3 wide. Bickford now to the bottom. DJ Trout still running the top line. Bickford going to clear, go up to the top. Trout crosses over, down to the bottom, still side by side for your race lead. Trout tries running through the bottom, not going to get back to him though. Bickford now your race leader. Cody McDonald down to the outside of the 30 of DJ Trout. He'll take away the second spot. Four wide for a brief moment there. Ben Jolly through the middle, down to the bottom now. Starting to pick him up and put him down. Oh, Wygen got a little checked up there and smacks the wall. And that will bring out a caution flag. And we'll take a look back here and see what transpired there. You saw this crazy move, 3 wide, almost 4 for a second. It goes from the top to the bottom. Tries to slide up in front of the 0-0. 0-0 maybe didn't think he was going to come up that far. He'll get into the fence. Green flag back out.
Green, green, green.
Bickford getting the early hole shot there. Oh, and got real tight through center. That's going to check up a couple drivers. Almost contact back here for 4th. Wygen now going to come up and take away the race lead, though. Oh, contact behind Matt Smith. Cody McDonald getting after it a little bit. Looks like they squared it away, though. Now, Pacey Wygen, your race leader. Caution going to come out, though. Byron Jones has stopped. We'll take a look back and see what happened on that one. Oh, just barely down the straight. Probably not intentionally. Looks like they may have been 3 wide, actually. But got tipped there by the 418 of Dominic Burrouette. Yeah, Dominic may have thought Byron may have been cleared there. Unfortunate either way. Man, Byron Jones going for a ride there. Didn't go on his lid. But definitely not going to be happy about having to go to the rear. And I'm sure after this one, admin's going to be looking at shortening the yellows. By the way, now we have the 1 to go signal. Field forming up double file all the way back. Now it's in the hands of the 00.
Green, green, green.
Wajin going to fire off and clear right away for your race lead once again. Ben Jolly and Tyler Bickford going to start going to war, though, for second. Wajin goes back up to the top. Oh, and gets tagged from behind. Oh, big one there. Big mess. Oh, my. Spencer Jones almost upside down. He's getting carried there by the 44. Yeah, that was a big one there. And let's take a look back and see what happened there. Yeah, and just going to the corner, the 924 may not have expected, or either overdrove it or didn't expect the 00 to be just that much slower in the center of the corner. But either way, that just starts stacking up drivers from there. And yeah, that was a messy one. 44 of Nick Miller decided to tow there. And looks like officials may have opted for a complete restart there on that previous restart. Nick Miller going to get it rolling again, though. He'll stay on the lead lap. Field getting the 1-to-go signal there. And that'll once again put it in the hands of the 00 Pacey Wygant. Once again, admins had opted for a complete restart on the previous restart. With so many cars involved, running order was going to be a little bit messy there. Green flag going to come back out.
Green flag, green flag.
Wygant with a little better jump that time. Side by side for a second though, Ben Jolly, Tyler Bigford on the bottom with a little bit of a charge there through 3 and 4. Still side by side down the front stretch.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Caution gonna fly once again. Oh, and Dominic Barouette on his lid. Oh, man. Oh, and just a mess of stuff going on there. Let's break this down here. Okay, we're a little behind where the incident took place. But the 418 goes to the bottom. 44 started coming a little low there. 14 got a little bit of net code to his right rear, and the 95 got in the wall at the same time as those two were starting to come up the track. And man, he almost landed on top. I think he might have actually landed on top of the wall there. That's a wild one. And unfortunately, the 418 of Dominic Barouette had to tow there. And as another reminder, this is the one track where you can do tire changes. And Nick Miller doing just that right now. And the 418 of Dominic Barouette there had to make a tow, or had to do a tow. And may be trapped a lap down because of that. We'll have to wait and see. Because of the amount of cautions, admins have elected to make the restart single file here. Hopefully it'll smoothen things up here. But once again, going to be in the hands of the 00 Pacey Wygant.
Green, green, green.
Green flag going to come back out. Battle on once again for second. Bigford looked to the inside of Jolly there momentarily. Jolly starting to put together a little bit of a run, pulling up to the tail end of the 00 Pacey Wygant. Throws it down to the bottom. Slide job for your race lead. Jolly gonna take it there. Wygant goes back down to the bottom though. Oh, a little bit of contact. Ben Jolly gonna go up into the fence. Oh, hangs onto it though. Good save there. 3 wide back there for fourth. Byron Jones starting to pick him up and put him down there. Three wide once again. DJ Trout starting to make his presence known once again. Wygant may have had a little bit of latency there.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Caution flag gonna come out for the number 44. Stopped on track. Yeah, Pacey Wygant is gone currently. But let's take a look back here at what happened to the 44. Oh, both drivers were trying to avoid the 19 AZs stopped up against the wall. And got into each other. 44 almost up and over there. But gonna go around. Once again, the 44 of Nick Miller gonna opt to come down for tires. But up front now with Pacey Wygant disconnecting. May have been a little bit of internet issues there for the 00.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Pacey Wygant had an iRacing software glitch there. For what I've been told, he is joining back into the session now. As far as how many laps down he is, not sure. But running order as it stands currently, the number 07 of Tyler Bickford is your race leader. The number 924 of Ben Jolly in second. 31 of Matt Smith third. 28 of Cody McDonald fourth. 30 of DJ Trout fifth. 19 AZ of Byron Jones sixth. 418 of Dominic Barouette seventh. 612 of Ben Long Varenkamp eighth. 5 of Tristan Bear ninth. 95 of Spencer Jones 10th. 44 of Nick Miller 11th. And Pacey Wygant, who has now joined back into the session, 12th, 1 lap down. Tough break for your former race leader there in the 00. He'll join back onto the tail end of the field. Restart here going to be in the hands of the 07 at Tyler Bickford. 924 of Ben Jolly in second. Not afraid to throw caution to the wind. Going to be real interesting here. Halfway down. 15 down, 15 to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Good restart from all these top three up here. Matt Smith looking to the bottom there on Ben Jolly for second. Jolly now right on the bumper for the lead. Throws it down to the bottom. Side by side out the corner. Bigford going to have the advantage once again. Plenty of action all throughout this field. We're going to take a look back here and look at this battle for fifth. Byron Jones has it. Dominic Barouette starting to reel him in, and DJ Trout not going away either. Battle for the race lead starting to pick up once again. The 924 of Ben Jolly right there once again on the bumper of Tyler Bigford. Down to the bottom. Throws it in for a slider for your race lead. Gonna take it away. Bigford crosses back down to the bottom side by side. Bigford still gonna lead that lap. He's going to have some work to do here. Slides up in front of the 924. Takes away the race lead once again. 924 back to the bottom. Ben Jolly takes away the race lead once again. Slides up to the top. Got a little too high there. Bigford gonna clear into turn number one. Slides up once again. Slider battle here for your race lead. Bigford now gonna have it. 6 laps to go this time by. Caution flag is out. Not sure what that one is for. We'll have to take a look back and see. Oh, the number 44 of Nick Miller going for a ride there. Threw in a slider. Man, just pancaked the wall. Oh, and same thing that happened to Tristan Bear last time we were out. He got stuck to the wall there. That'll draw the yellow here. 25 laps down. Now Pacey Wygant there gonna get the lucky dog and go back to the lead lap. One of our early race leaders in this one. Tyler Bickford in the 07, though, our current race leader. Had a pretty solid battle there with the 924 of Ben Jolly for the race lead. Matt Smith in the 31 didn't get pulled away from there necessarily in that little battle. Still right there tight in third. Anything happens, he'll be there to pounce on it. Cody McDonald running a strong fourth there. Byron Jones running out your top 5 in the 19 AZ. The 418 of Dominic Barouette 6th. DJ Trout 7th. Tristan Bear 8th. Ben Long Varenkamp 9th. Spencer Jones 10th. And running out your running order currently is the number 00 of Pacey Wygant in 11th. Caution lights gonna go out there. Field forms up single file as we were within 10 to go. And Bickford gonna fire off.
Green, green, green.
Saw McDonald there in the back getting a good restart inside of the 31 of Matt Smith for third. Oh, and Bickford got not much of a restart there. Ben Jolly does inside there into 3. Slide job for your race lead. Oh, Jolly got real tight there in center. Bickford gonna have it back. McDonald now up to 2nd. Ben Jolly slinging it around the top there, back up to 3rd. Gonna try to pick it back up the pieces and get up to 2nd here around the outside of Cody McDonald. Not gonna make it happen that time. Tried to go to the bottom there, but that's where McDonald was aiming. Got into the back of him. Side by side now for 2nd. Not able to put the power down through 3 and 4 there. Gonna stay in 3rd. Back behind, though, Byron Jones making a little contact there momentarily with Matt Smith for 4th. That opens up the door now for Dominic Berhuet there to get to his inside. White flag in the air. Bickford starting to run away here a little bit in the late goings of this one. McDonald not close enough to make a move through 3 and 4. Checkered flag gonna fly for Tyler Bickford, picking up another race win here tonight at Bristol Dirt. Cody McDonald gonna finish 2nd. Ben Jolly, after a really strong run there early in the goings, gonna wind up 3rd. Matt Smith 4th. Byron Jones finishing 5th. And there we have our podium finishers. The 07 of Tyler McDonald, 28 of Cody, or excuse me, 07 of Tyler Bickford, 28 of Cody McDonald, and the number 8, or 924, excuse me, of Ben Jolly. We'll get a quick interview with our top 3 finishers here, starting with tonight's race winner, Tyler Bickford in the 07 car. Hey, Tyler, this is Bobby in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Had a pretty strong run there and had some definitely challenges there to pick up tonight's race win. Walk us through your night.
I felt okay. I don't know. I've only ran UMPs at Bristol once, so I was kind of just out to lunch. Didn't really know what to do. I just got lucky for the most part, man. Shout out to everybody for racing as clean as they could.
Yeah, great, strong run here tonight at Bristol Dirt. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's win?
You for the broadcast, Bolt Racing League for putting it on, giving us a place to race, Midwest Sim Sports, and Tommy Gun Customs.
Alrighty. Thank you for your time. I'll let you go celebrate your win tonight.
Thank you. Have a good one.
That was the 07 of Tyler Bickford, your race winner here tonight. Next up, going to be the number 28 of Cody McDonald for the interviews. Hey, Cody, this is Bobby in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Had a pretty strong run there, especially on that last restart. Walk us through your race.
Yeah, the track got pretty slick. I was waiting on the middle to kind of come in. Unfortunately, it come in a little too late. Like I said, on that last restart, I had a really strong car. I just needed a couple more laps, but Tyler's quick. Props to him for getting first. And yeah, it was definitely a fun race. Just a little bit too many cautions, but that happens from time to time.
Yeah, that happens, especially with the speeds we're carrying here and how skinny the tires are. Yeah, great run tonight at Bristol Dirt. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, appreciate you guys for putting on the broadcast, and also appreciate my team in Famous Raceworks. Good group of guys, learning a lot more new things, and yeah, see you guys next week.
Yep, we'll see you then. That was Cody McDonald, your second place finisher. And finally, our third place finisher here in the number 924, Ben Jolly. Hey, Ben, this is Bobby in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So first off, I've probably been doing it wrong. How do you pronounce your name?
It's Jolie.
Jolie. Alrighty.
Yep.
Had a really strong run here tonight. Walk us through your race.
Oh man. So at first we lost internet. Then we were gonna start first in the heat, and that didn't go as our plan. So came back in, and we were a lap down then. So we started in the rear, and I think we came up a spot or two in the heat. And then we started pretty deep in the feature, and I have a lead foot, so I just held it wide open and just turned right and finished third.
Yeah, had a solid run here tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's finish?
Just everyone on this car, on these panels, and you put on these shows.
Yeah, alrighty. Good luck next week, and congrats on your P3 finish here tonight.
Yep, thank you, Bobby.
That was Ben Jolie in the number 924 car, your third place finisher. And that'll wrap it up here from us tonight. Solid run here tonight. And the J&B Modified Touring Series presented by Bolt Racing League here on the Capital Racing Network. Another solid run from Tyler Bickford, and he'll extend his points lead here after tonight. By far the one to look out for here as we are starting to get through the mid-season here in the J&B Modified Touring Series. Once again, that's going to do it from us here tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, peace.